Hi my clients, welcome back to my YouTube channel Maths for my clients by MKB. So before starting today's class, I want to tell you that I observed that many of you are not attending the class carefully, and so what I want that in this YouTube today, in the comment box you write your name, class and section, so that I may be aware that you are attending the class carefully, and you all are requested to send the assignment also on time, because now I'm going to tell the name of the students, those who are not sending me all the assignments, and I'm going to call your parents if you have not submitted all the assignments. So please, within 1 or 2 days you submit all the assignments, and so that I may be confirmed, I may be sure that you all are attending, all are getting the benefit of my classes. Thank you. So now let's start our today's class. So in today's class, today I'll start assignment number 6 and I will do question number 1 to 25, because it will take more time to explain. So I am taking 1 to 25 today, and 26 to 50 I will take in the next class. So please try to understand all the questions which I have given to you in assignment number 6. So discussion of question number 1 to 25 today, understand it. So see, question number 1 from assignment number 6. So those who have not done, they can understand it and then they can do it, and those who have not done, who have done it, if they have done any question wrong, please do the correction in your notebook. So understand these questions one by one. Question number 1. In triangle ABC, DEF and DEF, angle B is equal to angle E and angle C is equal to angle F. Then what will happen? So when I taught you the similarity of the triangles, that time I told you if corresponding angles are equal, then the triangles are similar. So in these two triangles, triangle ABC and triangle DEF, two angles, that angle B is equal to angle E and angle C is equal to angle F. So if two angles are equal, third angle will be automatically equal, because the sum of all three angles is 180 degree. So if only two angles are equal, still the triangles are similar by AA corollary or AA similarity theorem. So it is very easy. Two triangles will be similar if their corresponding angles are equal, and corresponding angles are equal given, therefore these two triangles are similar. Question number 2. In the figure given below, DE line is parallel to BC. It is given, this is the figure in this case. AD is equal to x and DB is equal to x minus 2. AE is equal to x plus 2 and EC is equal to x minus 1 centimeter. Then we have to find out the value of x. What is the value of x in this case? So in this case, I taught you one BPD theorem, that if DE line is parallel to BC. So what is BPD theorem? If a line drawn parallel to one side to intersect the other two sides at two distinct points, then it will divide the other two sides in the same ratio. So by using the BPD theorem, if DE line is parallel to BC, then this line DE will divide AD and AC in the same ratio. So AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC. This we will write by BPD theorem. After that we will substitute the value of AD, x, DB is x minus 2 and AE x plus 2 upon x minus 1 EC. Do the cross multiplication, so x into x minus 1 is equal to x plus x minus 2 into x plus 2. Left side x square minus x is equal to x plus 2, x minus 2 will be x square minus 4, and x square cancel and x will be transferred to that side, 4 will be transferred to this side, so x is equal to 4. In this way we will get the value of x. Now come to the question number 3. In the figure, AD is the bisector of angle A, and if BD is equal to 4.5 and DC is equal to 3.5, AB is equal to 6.5, then what will be the length of AC? So here I have given the star mark. So there are two questions of this type. In this type of questions, we will use the theorem that if AD is a bisector, that time the ratio of the sides which are making that angle is equal to ratio of these two sides AD and CD. So this is the angle bisector theorem, that AB upon AC is equal to BD upon DC or CD. Now we will substitute the value. AB upon AC, AB is 6.5 upon AC, BD upon DC, so BD is 4.5 upon 3.5. So do the cross multiplication and you will get AC is equal to 6.5 into 3.5 upon 4.5. After simplification we will get 45.5 divided by 9, and if you will divide you will get 5.05. So this is angle bisector theorem, that AB upon AC, these two sides are making this angle, this is the bisector of this, then BD upon DC. Now see the next question. It is also of the same type. AD is the bisector of angle A, and if BD is equal to 4 cm and DC is equal to 3 cm, AB is equal to 6, then what is the length of AC? So because AD is the bisector, so by angle bisector theorem we can write AB upon AC is equal to BD upon DC. So AB is 6 cm, AC is equal to BD is 4 and DC is equal to 3. Now cross multiply, so 4 into AC is equal to 3 into 6. So AC is equal to 3 into 6 by 4, and after cancellation we will get 9 by 2, and this is equal to 4.5 centimeter. So in both the questions, angle bisector theorem. So if AD is a bisector, then these two sides are making these two angles, this angle. So ratio of these two sides is equal to ratio of the parts in which they divide. Now the question number 5, in a right triangle. So this is one right triangle ABC in which angle B is 90 degree and AB and BC, these are called adjacent sides. So the adjacent sides of this right angle are 24 and 5 centimeter respectively. So one side is 24 and second one is 5 centimeter. The difference of the square of the hypotenuse and the square of the smallest side. So here these are the two sides, this is the hypotenuse. So smallest side is AB. So we will find out the difference of the square of hypotenuse and the square of smallest side. So to find this, because this is right triangle, in a right triangle we can apply Pythagoras theorem. So hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. So AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square by Pythagoras theorem. So AC square is equal to AB is 5 square and BC is 24. So 5 square 25, 24 square 576, total is 601. So AC is equal to square root 601, and we want to find out difference of square of hypotenuse. So square of hypotenuse is AC square minus the square of the smallest side is AB, so AB square. So AC square minus AB square we want to find out. AC is equal to root 601, so it's square minus AB is equal to 5 square. Square root 601 square is 601 minus 5 square is 25. So 601 minus 25 is equal to 576. So in this way we will get the answer value for this, the difference of the square of hypotenuse and the square of the smallest side. Now example number, question number 6. If a right triangle has hypotenuse of length 13 centimeter. So this is right triangle ABC, and this hypotenuse is 13 centimeter and one side of length 5 centimeter. So one side is 5 centimeter. Then the square root of the third side we want to find out. Third side is BC, so we have to find out the square root of BC. So here one step, by Pythagoras theorem we can apply AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. AC square means AC is 13 square is equal to AB is 5, so 5 square plus BC square, it is not given. So 13 square minus 5 square is equal to BC square. Here A square minus B square formula, so A plus B, A minus B. So we will get 13 plus 5 and 13 minus 5 is equal to BC square. 13 plus 5, 18. 13 minus 5 is 8 is equal to BC square. 18 8 is 144 is equal to BC square. So BC is equal to square root of 144, that is 12. Then we want to find out square root of the third side. So third side is 12 we got. So square root of 12 will be square root of 12, which we can write 4 into 3, and that is 2 square root 3. So in this case last step will be then the square root of the third side. So this is BC. So to get the square root of this, it will be 4 root 3. Now question number 7. A right triangle has the hypotenuse of length P. So you see this is right triangle and P is hypotenuse. One side of length Q, AB is equal to Q, and it is given P minus Q is equal to 1. Then length of the third side of the triangle we want to find out. So as it is right triangle, we can apply Pythagoras theorem. So AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. So AC square means P square is equal to AB means Q square plus BC square. P square, this we will transfer to left side. So P square minus Q square is equal to BC square. So BC square is equal to A square minus B square is A plus B, A minus B. And P plus Q into P minus Q is already given in the question 1. So we can write 1. So BC square is equal to P plus Q into 1, that is P plus Q. So BC is equal to square root of P plus Q. So very simple calculation is there. Only you have to understand the language of the question. So I hope you are understanding them carefully, and I am not going very fast. So please understand it. Question number 8. A figure is given, and in this figure angle at P, there is one triangle. In this triangle angle at P is equal to angle RTS, it is given. Then the triangle RPQ, this big triangle is similar to which triangle, this we want to tell. So for this, in triangle RPQ and RTS, because this angle is given here. So in these two triangles we are taking RTS. Now angle RPQ is equal to angle RTS, it is given. RPQ is equal to RTS, it is given one angle, and angle P is equal to, now angle R is equal to angle R, it is common in both the triangles. So we can say triangle RPQ is similar to triangle RTS. So if two angles are equal, then triangles are similar. This is very easy. Now the next question is, in triangle PQR, right angle at Q. So PQR is a right triangle. Here right angle is at Q. It is given that PR plus QR is equal to 25 centimeter. PQ is equal to 5 centimeter. Then we have to find out the value of 10P. So here they have added trigonometric term. So if you want, you can do this question when you will understand the trigonometry. But here, if you want, you can do this question also. I am not leaving it at this moment. If you want, you can leave it also. Only one step extra you have to do. Otherwise, rest of the things are same. This is connected with the geometry. So try to understand. Only one formula you have to learn. So answer number 9. Here this is right triangle, so we will apply Pythagoras theorem. So hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. Hypotenuse is PR square is equal to PQ square plus QR square. And PR square, PQ square will transfer from right to left. So PR square minus QR square is equal to PQ square. Here PR square minus QR square, here A square minus B square. So A plus B and A minus B. So PR plus QR and into PR minus QR is equal to PQ is equal to 5 given. So 5 square is equal to 25. In the question it is given PQ plus QR is equal to 25. It is already given in the question. So in place of this we can write 25. PR minus QR is equal to 25. 25 is in multiplication, it will go down. So PR minus QR is equal to 25 by 25 after cancellation 1. Now PR minus QR you got 1 and PR plus QR is equal to 25. already given. So here QR same, having opposite sign. So after adding you will get 2 PR is equal to 26 and PR is equal to 13. So you got the value of PR, and here you can find out the value of QR by putting this value, or 10P. This angle for this tangent of P in trigonometry formula is perpendicular upon base, and perpendicular is that line which is opposite to the given angle. Here angle P is there, so opposite to P the side is QR. So this is the perpendicular and PQ will be the base. So formula is perpendicular upon base. Perpendicular is QR, upon base is PQ. And to get QR, we can find out the value of QR from here. QR is equal to PR minus 1, and PR value already calculated 13. So 13 minus 1, that is 12 upon 5. And if you will divide, you will get 2.4. This is the value of 10P. Right, so only one formula you have to learn, perpendicular upon base. Now question number 10. In triangle PQR, there is one right triangle is given, right angle at Q. Again same type of question, PR plus QR is equal to 25 and PQ is equal to 5. We have to find out the value of cos P. It is also connected with this. So here you have to find out cos P. So for this, you see this triangle PQR is a right triangle. Here PQ is equal to 5 centimeter. PR plus QR is equal to 25 given. We have to find out cos P. So for this, because this is a right triangle, we can apply Pythagoras theorem. So we can write hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. So hypotenuse is PR square is equal to perpendicular PQ square plus QR square. So PR square, here QR square we can transfer to left side, is equal to PQ square. Here A square minus B square, we can write A plus B, A minus B. So PR plus QR and into PR minus QR is equal to PQ square, and PQ is equal to 5, so we can write 5 square. PR minus plus QR, it was given in this question 25, so that we can write. So we will get the value of PR minus QR is equal to 25 by 25, that is equal to 1. And because this is my equation number 1, and this equation already given in the question, PR plus QR is equal to 25. So now by adding these two, QR cancel, we will get 2 PR is equal to 25 plus 1, 26. So PR is equal to 13, and after that cos P we want to find out. So this is the formula for cosine of any angle is base upon hypotenuse. So for P angle, the side opposite to this is always perpendicular. For P angle, if for this angle R, opposite to this side is perpendicular. For P angle, side opposite to this will be perpendicular. So QR will be perpendicular and PQ will be base. So here base is PQ upon hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is PR. So 5 upon PR, and 5 upon PR we have already calculated 13. So cos P is equal to 5 by 13. So please do this carefully. Only one formula you have to learn here extra. Question number 11. In triangle ABC, right angled at B, AC plus BC is equal to 25 and AB is equal to 15 centimeter. Value of sin A we have to find out. So it is also of the same kind. So please understand this. Triangle ABC is given here. AB is equal to 15 centimeter given. So ABC is a right triangle. Angle B is 90 degree given, and it is given AC plus BC is equal to 25 and AB is equal to 15 centimeter. This is given here. We will find out the value of sin P. So we will apply Pythagoras theorem because this is a right triangle. So hypotenuse square AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square by Pythagoras theorem. So AC square, BC square we will transfer to left side. So minus BC square is equal to AB square. Here formula A square minus B square. So A plus B, A minus B. So AC plus BC and AC minus BC is equal to AB. We have already given 15, so 15 square. Now AC plus BC is equal to 25 given. So this we can write 25 into AC minus BC is equal to square of 15 is 225 So AC minus BC is equal to 225 upon this 25 will go down. It will go 9 times. So we'll get AC minus BC is equal to 9. This is my equation number 2 and this was equation number 1, that AC plus BC is equal to 25. Now we will solve these two and we will get the value of AC and BC. So on adding we will get 2 AC is equal to 34. AC is equal to 34 by 2. It is equal to 17. So we got AC is equal to 17. So AC plus BC is equal to 25. It is given here. So AC is equal to 17 plus BC is equal to 25. So BC is equal to 25 minus 17. It is equal to 8. We got the value of BC. Now sin P we want to find out. So here actually this is sin A, not P. Here we have to do the correction. This letter is sin A because in the question P point is not there. So for A point, side opposite to this will be perpendicular, this will be base and this will be the hypotenuse. Formula is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So perpendicular is BC upon hypotenuse is AC. So sin A is equal to perpendicular BC upon hypotenuse AC. BC we have already calculated, 8 upon AC is 17. So we got the value of sin A for this angle, sin A, perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Now the next question. In the figure given below, it is given that PS upon SQ is equal to PT upon TR. It is given ratio equal, and angle PST is equal to angle PRQ. This angle is equal to this given. Then the triangle PQR is or oblique N. So is N or is A? This we have to complete the sentence. So in this case what we will do, because this side is parallel to this and ratio is, so this by BPT this ratio equal, but ratio is already equal, it is given. So this line will be parallel, we can say. And if it is parallel, then this angle is equal to this angle and this angle is equal to this angle already given. Therefore these two angles are equal. So angle Q will be equal to angle R, and if these two angles are equal, then side opposite to this angle, that is PR, and side opposite to angle R, that is PQ. Both the sides will be equal. So this will be an equilateral, an isosceles triangle where two sides are equal. So see the solution. PQR, it is a triangle given here. Angle at PST is equal to angle PRQ, and ratio PS upon SQ is equal to PT upon TR. It is already given. So because ratios are equal, so ST will be parallel to this, right? And if these two lines are parallel, then this angle and this angle equal, but this angle is already equal to this. So these two angles are equal, and if two angles are equal, and in a triangle, if two angles are equal, then side opposite to them are also equal. So PQ will be equal to PR, and because of this it will be an isosceles triangle. So two angles equal, then side opposite to them are equal. Question number 13. A right triangle has hypotenuse of length x centimeter, one side of length y centimeter, and it is given that x plus y is equal to 3. Then the length of the third side of the triangle is. We want to find out the third side. So only they are using the letters, otherwise question is of the same kind. So see, ABC is a right triangle. Here hypotenuse is x given, one side is y given, and it is also given that x plus y is equal to 3. So what is given? Triangle ABC is a right angle at B, and hypotenuse is x, AB is equal to y, and x plus y is equal to 3. This portion is given, and because this is a right triangle, we can apply Pythagoras theorem. So AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. In place of AC we can write x square is equal to AB is equal to y, so y square plus BC square. Now x square, y square we can transfer to left side, so x square minus y square is equal to BC square. Here a square minus b square is a plus b, a minus b is equal to BC square. Now here x plus y is already 3 given, so in place of this we can write 3, x minus y is equal to BC square. So from this BC will be equal to square root of 3 into x minus y, and BC is the third side, so this will be the third side. So length of the third side will be square root 3 into in the bracket x minus y. So this is the answer for the 13th question. Now question number 14th. In the figure given below, AB is equal to 12. AB is equal to 12 centimeter. In this 14th question, AB is equal to 12 centimeter given. Angle APC is equal to 90. APC. This angle is 90 degree. AP is equal to 3 centimeter. This 3. And PC is equal to 4 centimeter given. Then what is the measure of angle BAC? We have to find out angle BAC. What is the value of this angle? So to find this angle, here this question was incomplete. Here the value of BC was not given. So please do the correction in this question. Something was incomplete. So here BC is equal to 13 centimeter given. Now you write this and now the question will be easy for you. So see the solution for this. BAC, this angle we want to find out. Angle P is 90 degree given. So ABC, A, P and C, this is right triangle, it is given. And this line BC is equal to 13 centimeter, it is already given now. So first of all we are taking ACB triangle. ACB. In this triangle, by applying Pythagoras theorem, AC square is equal to, now here we are taking the triangle APC. It is APC and triangle APC. Here this is the hypotenuse. So hypotenuse AC square is equal to AP square plus BC square. So AC square is equal to AP square. AP is 3 centimeter. So 3 square plus PC. PC is 4. So here it is in triangle APC, not ACB. Please, we have to do the correction here. So triangle we are taking APC. In triangle APC, AC square is equal to AP square plus PC square. AC square is equal to 3 square plus 4 square. 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16, it is 25. So AC square is equal to 25. So AC is equal to 5 by taking a square root. Now this side is 5, this side is 12, this side is 13. So we will find out the value of BA square plus AC square. So BA square plus AC square, these are the two small sides. So we are finding the sum of their squares. So 12 square plus 5 square, 12 square is 144 and 5 square is 25, total is 169. And the square of this longest side BC, that is 13 square, it is also 169. So with the help of this we have proved that BC square is equal to BA square plus AC square. So if the square of the longest side is equal to sum of the square of remaining two sides, then it will be a right triangle. So therefore by converse of Pythagoras theorem, this will be a right angle triangle, right angle at A. So angle BAC will be 90 degree. Now question number 15. In figure given below, this is the figure. If AB is parallel to QR, AB line is parallel to QR line, then the length of AB is equal to, we have to find out what is the length of AB. And it is given PB is equal to 2 and PR is equal to 6 and QR is equal to 9 centimeter given. So how will you find out the length of AB? So for this, what is the method? Please see this. AB is equal to QR. AB is parallel to QR. So if AB is parallel to QR, then what will happen? Corresponding angles will be equal. So angle PAB is equal to angle PQR and angle PBA will be equal to angle PRQ. Two corresponding angles are equal, therefore triangle PAB will be similar to triangle PQR by angle corollary. So in a triangle, if one side is parallel to this, so corresponding angles equal and triangles will be similar. And if triangles are similar, then sides are proportional. So first, AB is parallel to QR, so corresponding angles equal. If two angles are equal, then triangles are similar. If triangles are similar, then sides are proportional. So we can write PA upon PQ, then AB upon QR is equal to PB upon PR. This is the method of writing, and if you will not follow the order, then answer will be wrong. Similar triangle, it is very important to understand the order. Now, there is no need to put the value here. AB upon QR is 9 and PB is equal to 2, PR is equal to 6 given. So with the help of this, we will get AB is equal to 2 upon 6 into 9, and after simplification we will get AB is equal to 3 centimeter, right? Similar type of question again. Here in given figure, AB is parallel to QR. So this line is parallel to this. So these corresponding angles equal, right? And because this line is parallel to this, we can apply BPT theorem also. So two things we can do. One, if this line is parallel to this, corresponding angles, that is PAB is equal to P angle Q or angle PQR, and similarly PBA and angle PRQ both will be equal, corresponding angle will be equal. And if AB is parallel to QR, we can apply BPT theorem also, right? So to find what is the length of PB, because total 6 is given here. So how will you do? Please see the method. So in the figure, AB is parallel to QR, so corresponding angles are equal. This angle and this angle equal, this angle equal. And if these two angles are equal, then triangles are similar. So we can say PAB triangle is similar to triangle PQR by angle corollary or angle similarity. And if two angles are equal, triangle similar, then sides are proportional. So I told you, if you want to understand this chapter, you learn this like a song. If corresponding angles equal, triangles similar. If triangles similar, then sides proportional. So this is forward way, this is correct. And similarly in reverse way also, if sides are proportional, then triangles are similar. If triangles are similar, then corresponding angles are equal. So here I am using corresponding angles are equal. So therefore these two triangles, small one and one big one, both are similar, and if they are similar, then their sides are proportional. And here order we will follow. So PA upon PQ is equal to AB upon QR is equal to PB upon PR. This we will write, but there is no need to write third ratio because these are required only. So AB upon QR is equal to PB upon PR because these are given in the question. So put the value of AB 3 and QR is equal to 9 and PB upon PR is equal to 6. So we will get PB is equal to 3 by 9 into 6. After simplification we will get 2. 3 3 are 9 and 3 2 are 6. So PB is equal to 2 centimeter is the answer. Now question number 17. In the given figure, triangle ACB and triangle APQ, these are similar. So at the same moment I am telling you, if two triangles are similar, then angles are equal or corresponding sides are proportional. Whichever is required, that we can apply. So here, because ACB triangle and APQ triangles, these two triangles are similar, then corresponding angles are equal and corresponding sides are proportional. But here, after reading this question, we will decide. So BC is equal to 8 centimeter. BC is equal to 8, this is given, and PQ is equal to 4 centimeter. BA is equal to 6.5 and AP is equal to 2.8. We have to find out the value of AQ. So what we want in this case? We want the side, not the angle. So we can say if triangles are similar, then sides are proportional, right? So apply this If these two triangles are similar, we want to find out AQ. So as triangles are similar, sides are proportional. So here we can write AC upon AP is equal to AB upon AQ is equal to CB upon PQ. Once again, AC upon AP is equal to CB upon PQ is equal to AB upon AQ. This we can write three ratios because three sides are there, but all three are not required, so we'll write only two. So AB upon AQ is equal to CB upon PQ. Sides are proportional. Now substitute the value. AB is equal to 6.5 given in the question and upon AQ. CB is equal to 8 given and PQ 4 given. So 8 AQ is equal to 6.5 into 4. So AQ is equal to 6.5 into 4 upon 8. After simplification we will get 13 by 4 or 3.25 centimeter. Right? So question is easy, but again and again I am telling you to understand this chapter very well. Follow this rule. If triangles are similar, sides are proportional. If triangles are similar, angles are equal. If angles are equal, triangles are similar. If triangles are similar, then sides are proportional. Reverse is also true. If sides are proportional, then triangles are similar. If triangles are similar, then angles are equal. Right? Follow this rule. So question number 18, same type question. Triangle ACB and triangle APQ are similar. BC is equal to 8 given and PQ is equal to 4 and BA is equal to 6.5, AP is equal to 2.8, and we have to find out CA this time. Same type of question, we have to find out this side. Right? So again, because triangles are similar, I told you angles are equal, or if triangles are similar, then sides are proportional. Now you decide what you want. You want angle or the side? You want side here, so we will use sides are proportional. So see, these two triangles are similar. We want to find out AQ. So because the triangles are similar, we will say sides are proportional. So we can write AB upon AQ is equal to CB upon PQ and AB upon AQ. This we can write. So we can write three ratios, but all three are not required. So we will write depending upon the given thing. AB upon AQ. AB upon AQ is equal to CB upon PQ. So after writing these two, AB 6.5 given upon AQ is equal to CB 8 given and PQ is 4. So by 4 we can cancel, we will get 2. So 2 AQ is equal to 6.5. So AQ is equal to 6.5 upon 2, that is 3.25. So we will get AQ is equal to 3.25, but we want AC. So for that, third ratio, AC upon AP is equal to CB upon PQ. So by this, AC upon AP is 2.8 and CB is 8 by PQ 4, so 2 times. So AC is equal to 2 into 2.8, that is 5.6. So we will get AC is equal to 5.6. So whichever you want, you can find out. In this case, you want AQ. So you got AQ 3.25. Already this answer. Similarly, you can find out AC also. This I have given extra. Now question number 19. Question is two triangles, triangle ABC and triangle DBC are on the same base BC. So there are two triangles. These are on the same base and on the same side of BC. So both are in the same side. So suppose this is a base. So both the triangles are above this. So you can see this figure. One triangle BAC. This is on the base BC and angle A is 90. And triangle BDC. This is also on the same base BC and angle is 90. And both are in the same direction above this. So angle A and angle D both are equal to 90 degree. And in this question we have to find out that AE into EC is equal to what? This is to find out. So here what we will do, we will take the triangle AEB. DEB, and we will take the triangle DEC. DEC. In these two triangles, angle A is equal to angle D, 90 degree given, and angle AEB is equal to angle DEC. These are vertically opposite given. So these two triangles are similar by angle similarity. And if two angles are equal, triangle similar, then sides proportional. So we can write AE upon DE is equal to here EB upon EC. So here AE into EC is equal to DE into DE. This is the answer. We want the value of AE into EC. So AE into EC is equal to DE into DE. This is the answer for this question. Now question number 20. This is the figure. In this figure, PQ is equal to 25. This line is 24 centimeter, and QR longer side is 26, and angle PAR, this angle is 90. PA is equal to 6 and AR is equal to 8. Then what is the value of angle QPR? So QPR, we have to find out this angle. This type of question we have already done. Once again you understand it. So first of all, we will take the triangle PAR. We have taken previously also, in which I have written here this name wrong here. In this case, we will take the triangle PAR. So in this triangle, this angle is 90 degree, and side opposite to 90 degree is hypotenuse. So PR is the hypotenuse. So in triangle PAR, we can apply Pythagoras theorem, and by that we can write PR square, that hypotenuse square, is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. So is equal to AP square plus AR square. AP is 6, so 6 square plus AR is 8, so 8 square. 6 square is 36 plus 8 square is 64. 64 plus 36 will be 100, and if we will take the square root, so it will be PR, and the square root of 100 is 10. So we got the length of PR is equal to 10. Now we know this is 10, this is 24, this is 26. So what we will do, out of these three, we will take these two small ones, 24 and 10, and we will find out the sum of their squares. So QP square plus PR square is equal to, QP is 24 square plus PR is 10, so 10 square. 24 square is 576 and 10 square is 100, so it will be 676. Now we will find out the square of the longest side, QR square, that is 26 square, it is 676. So this value 676 and this 676 both are equal. So with the help of this we can say QP square plus PR square is equal to QR square, right? So here the square of the longest side is equal to sum of the square of remaining two sides. This theorem is verified. So here this theorem is called converge of Pythagoras theorem, and according to converge of Pythagoras theorem, if sum of the squares of two sides is equal to the square of the longest side, that time the side and angle opposite to the longest side will be 90 degree. So longest side is 26, opposite to this will be 90 degree. So angle QPR will be 90 degree. So this angle will be 90 degree, right? So this is 20th question. We have done 2-3 questions, and I hope you will understand. If by one question you are not understanding, you can understand with the help of next example. So try again and again. Question number 21. In figure, AD is equal to 4. AD is equal to 4. DD is equal to 3 centimeter, and CB is equal to 12 centimeter. Then find the cot theta. So again it is connected with the trigonometry. If you want, you can leave it, or you can try it after understanding this trigonometry chapter. If you want to do it now, then only you have to learn the formula for cot theta. So here this angle is given cot theta. Okay, so how we will do? This is right triangle ADB. Here two sides are given, and this side is opposite to 90 degree. Right? So this is the hypotenuse. We will apply Pythagoras theorem in this triangle. So 8b square is equal to AD square plus DB square. So 4 square plus 3 square, that is 16 plus 9, 25. Under root of 25 is 5. So we will get AB is equal to 5. This is 5 and this is 12. After that we want to find out the value of cot theta. So for cot theta, formula is base upon perpendicular. For tan theta, perpendicular upon base, it is the reciprocal of that. So cot theta is base upon perpendicular. And children, in trigonometry, whichever the angle we are taking, side opposite to that is always perpendicular. If theta is here, then this line will be perpendicular. If theta is here, then this line will be perpendicular. So here we want to find out tan cot theta. So per base is CB and perpendicular is AB. So CB upon AB, so 12 upon 5 will be the answer. Please understand it now. First of all, we will take triangle ADB. So in this triangle we can write AB square is equal to AD square plus DB square. AB square is equal to AD square plus BD square is equal to AD is 4 square plus BD is 3, so 3 square, 16 plus 9 is equal to 25, so AB is equal to 5. So this value is 5. Now in this right triangle we can apply Pythagoras theorem. We can get AC square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. So AB square plus BC square, this is 5 square, this is 12 square. So 5 square plus 12 square is equal to 25 plus 144, that is equal to 169. So AC is equal to under root of 169, that is 13. And after that, cot theta, it is cos theta is based upon hypotenuse. So CB upon AC, it is 12 upon 13. But I feel I have written it wrong. If it is cot, it will be based upon perpendicular. So that will be, I told you, 12 upon 5. So question number 22. Here one figure is given. In this figure, triangle ABC is right angled at C. This is 90 degree and DE line is perpendicular to AB. So this angle is also 90 degree. We have to find out the length of AE. So AE, this much length we want to find out. Right? So you can see this is 3, this is 2, so total length is 5, this is 12, and this is 90 degree. So it means Pythagoras theorem is valid in this. 5 square plus 12 square is 144, 5 square is 25. So 144 plus 25 is 164, 9, under root of that is 13. So this is, all three sides are given. We want to find out how much is AE. So for this, what is the method? Please understand it now. So in this figure, right triangle ABC is given and DE line is perpendicular to AB, it is given. We want to find out how much is AE. Total length, it is 13 given. Now for this we will take the triangle ABC. ABC. So in this case, angle at C is 90 degree. Now similarly we will take the name of the other triangle, and in that the angle in the end should be 90 degree, and if it is starting from A, so this will also start from A. So we are taking A, D and E at E 90 degree. So ABC and ADE, we will take these two triangles. This is correct, then whole thing will be correct. So name A, B, C and ADE. In these two triangles, angle A is equal to angle A, it is common, and angle C is equal to 90 degree, and angle AED, this is also 90 degree. So two angles are equal, then triangles are similar. If two angles are equal, then triangles are similar. And if triangles are similar, then sides are proportional. So we can write AB upon AD is equal to BC upon DE is equal to AC upon AE. Right? Now, in this, we can substitute the value. So in triangle ABC, we can apply the Pythagoras theorem also. AB square is equal to AC square plus BC square. So this is equal to 5 square plus 12 square. 5 square is 25 plus 144 is 169. So AB is equal to 13. Now put all these values in the side proportional. So we will write 13 upon 3 is equal to 12 upon DE is equal to 5 upon AE. So one time we can put these two equal. This will give us DE, and second time we can put these two equal. This will give us AE. But we want only AE, so we can put these two equal. So 13 upon 3 is equal to 5 upon AE. Cross multiplication, 13 AE is equal to 5 into 3. So AE is equal to 5 into 3 upon 13, that is 15 upon 13. So AE will be equal to 15 upon 13. Right? So please do it in writing, then you will understand it more. Now question number 23. In the given figure, DE line is parallel to BC. Given AD is equal to 3.4, DB is equal to 4.6, AC total length is 6 given, then the length of AE we want to find out. Right? So because this line is parallel to this, we can apply BPD theorem, but if you will use that, then question will be little difficult in this case, and that is why it is important also. So in this case what we will do, so for that I am reminding you, when I taught you the BPD theorem, that time after proving BPD theorem I gave you 4 results also. So what are these results? In case of BPD I taught you AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC. But the result of this, by adding 1 and subtracting 1, I got the results. The results were like this: AD upon AB is equal to AE upon AC. This also we can use, or we can use DB upon BA is equal to CE upon CA. So we can write like this also. So see, in this case, this is 3.4, this is 4.6, and this total length is 6. We want to find out AE. So because this line is parallel to this, we can apply this result of BPD. So for this, we can write AB upon AD is equal to AC upon AE. AB is equal to AD plus DB, that is the AD is given, DB is given upon AD 3.4. Now AC is already given 6 upon AE. So 3.4 plus 4.6 will be 8 upon 3.4 is equal to 6 upon AE. After doing a cross multiplication, 8 AE is equal to 6 into 3.4. So AE is equal to 6 into 3.4 upon 8. This will give you 5.1 upon 2, and if you will divide 2.55, this will be the answer in this case. So if you are not able to understand, you can understand by this. Another example of the same kind. One figure, triangle ABC is given. In this, DE line is parallel to BC. AD is equal to 2.4 given. DB is equal to 3.6 given. And AC is equal to 5 given. We want to find out AE. Same type of question, same kind of question. So again we can use result of BPD. So AD upon AB is equal to AE upon AC, right? The side of the small upon side of the big one. So by using this, AE we want to find out. So by result of BPD, I have written here, because DE line is parallel to this. So AD upon AB is equal to AE upon AC, right? Now AD is given 2.4, AB 2.4 plus 3.6 total length is equal to AE upon total length is 5. So 2.4 upon 2.4 plus 3.6, it will become 6 after removing decimal 60, and by 6 we can cut. 4 by 10 is equal to AE by 5. So AE is equal to 4 into 5 upon 10. This will give you 2. So we will get AE is equal to 2 centimeter here. So here, if you will use result of BPD, then the steps will be less and you will be able to find out the answer easily, right? Now for today's class I'll take the next question, that is the last question for today, and the remaining questions I'll take in the next class. So please see this last question. A boy of height 9 cm is walking away from the base of the building. So there is one building and there is one boy, 90 cm is the height, and this boy is moving away from the base of the building at the speed of 1.2 meter per second. This is the speed of the boy. If the length of the building is 3.6 meter, then the length of his shadow after 4 seconds is. What will be the length of the shadow of the boy? This we want to find out. So what will be the diagram? Please see this. AB is the building 3.6 meter and DE is the boy. Its length is 90 centimeter. The boy is moving from B point. B point is the base of the building. So building is AB, 3.6 meters is the height, and the boy is DE, its length is 90 centimeter. Speed of the boy is 1.2 meter per second. So boy is moving from B to E with the speed 1.2 meter per second. And they are saying after 4 seconds, what will be the length of the shadow? So children, sun will be here. So from the sun, light moves, light travel in a straight line, you know. So light will move like this, and this will be the shadow. EC will be the shadow of that boy, because sun will be here, right? So sunlight will be stopped by this, remaining this portion will be the shadow, dark here. So for the boy, this will be the shadow here. So in this case, to find the shadow, first of all we will find out, and this shadow we are finding after 4 seconds. So from B to E, boy is taking 4 seconds. So time is given 4 seconds and the speed is given 1.2. So this can give us the distance. What is the distance of BE? And for the distance, formula is speed into time. So distance is equal to speed into time. So BE distance is equal to speed is 1.2 meter per second into 4 seconds. You will multiply, so you will get 4.8 meters. So till that time, the boy has covered 4.8 meter. Now here EC will be the shadow. This I have already explained. Now for this we will take the triangle ABC and triangle DEC. So these two triangles, one big one with building, one with the boy. Angle at B and angle at E both will be 90 degree. This is angle at the bottom, at the feet of the boy. This is at the bottom of the building. Each angle is 90 degree and angle C is common. So two angles are equal, then triangles will be similar. So triangle ABC will be similar to triangle DEC, and if triangles are similar, then sides are proportional. So AB upon DE is equal to BC upon EC. This we can write, and we can write AC upon DC also, but that is not required because we want EC. EC is the shadow here in this case. This we want to find out. So put the value of AB, DE, BC and EC, you can calculate. So see, 3.6 upon 90 centimeter is equal to BC upon EC. But this is in meter, this is in centimeter. So we can convert this in meter. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. So 90 divided by 100, so it will be 0.9 meter. After that, right side BC, we can break BE plus EC upon EC. Here we will get 3.6 upon 0.9. By this we can cut, so we will get 4 times. And here EC is under both the terms, so we can write BE upon EC plus EC upon EC. Now here 4 meter is equal to BE, we have already calculated 4.8 upon EC plus EC upon EC we can cut, so we will get 1. This 1 we will transfer from right to left, so we will get 4 minus 1 is equal to 4.8 upon EC. After that 4 minus 1 is 3 is equal to 4.8 upon EC. So 3 EC is equal to 4.8. So EC is equal to 4.8 upon 3. After removing decimal it will be 30 and you can cut it, so we will get 8 upon 5 and 8 divided by 5 will give us 1.6. So length of the shadow will be 1.6 meter long for the child. So I hope you understood it very well, right? So that's all for the class today. So I hope you understood, and in the next class I will take the remaining questions of this assignment, that is from 26 to 50. So you all are requested to go through this and do all these questions in your notebook. And once again I'm reminding you, as I want to take the attendance, and those who are not taking interest in this, not attending these, they should, I want to check them. So for that you all are requested to comment in my comment box that your name, class and section, right? So it will be very much clear for me. And next thing is, many of you have not subscribed, so please subscribe the channel, right? So I'm observing many of you are not getting the videos, so to get all my videos please subscribe my channel. Thank you, all the best, take care.